Good morning, everyone. This is the fast track student orientation for the fall 2022 semester. Can you guys hear clearly?
Yes, Dr. Lee.
Thank you. So here is an agenda for today's orientation. We will have the welcome message from Dr. Dinesh Bhatia. He is one of the co-interim department head. And then we'll go over the overview of the Johnson School and ECE department. And I will explain about the areas of study and graduate studies at UT Dallas and registration instruction. So let me see, give me just a second. So Dr. Rashanda Henderson and Dinesh Bhatia became co-interim department head. And I think the Dr. Bhatia is here. So Dinesh, are you here? Dinesh? I see him in this meeting list. Dinesh, are you there? Okay, let me just go ahead and move on, and then we can come back for the Dr. Bhatia's welcome remark. Okay. So as I just mentioned, the Dr. Rashanda Henderson and Dr. Dinesh Bhatia are co-interim department head. And I am associate department head for graduate program. And Dr. Naval Al-Dahir is associate department head for undergraduate program. And Dr. Arya Nostratinia is associate department head for class scheduling. As you know, the Dr. Stephanie Adams is dean of our school, and Dr. Paras Balsara is vice dean, and Dr. John Hansen is associate dean for research for Johnson School. And Dr. Benson, Dr. Musselman, Dr. Gonzalez are, the important people in our university. So especially for Dr. Gonzalez is the Dean of Graduate Education. So he is the ultimate authority for anything that is mattered for graduate program at this university. So let me go ahead and explain about the areas of study. And then once Dr. Bhatia is here, then we'll come back to his welcome remark. So let me explain first electrical engineering program. So electrical engineering has 5 concentration. Those 5 concentrations are include circuits concentration, computing systems, the devices, power electronics and energy systems, and signals and systems. So once you are in EEMS, the program, you need to choose one of 5 concentrations. For EE circuits concentration, the focus is on design and analysis of advanced electronic circuits. It has 3 core courses, VLSI design, analog IC, and RF and microwave circuits. So whoever are interested in circuits or the communication, RF communications and those kind of things, telecommunications and hardware side, you need to go with this concentration. Devices concentration deals with the semiconductor devices, IC manufacturing, optical devices, MEMS devices, and emerging device technology and packaging. So core courses includes fields and waves, quantum physical electronics, and semiconductor processing. In power electronics and energy systems, it deals with the power electronics, electric machines, and electrified transportations, autonomous vehicles, and those kind of things. And 3 core courses include power electronics, general theory of electric machine, control modeling and simulation in power electronics. Signals and systems concentration has also 3 core courses, but it is slightly different from other concentration that probability, random variables, and statistics is core course. And you can choose 2 out of 3 here: linear systems, digital communication systems, and DSP1. In computing systems concentration, you have the 3 core courses here: advanced digital logic, computer architecture, and microprocessor systems. In Mssce, there are 2 concentrations. So once again, you need to choose one concentration. Computer systems track is there, and embedded systems concentration there. And unlike the EE, Mssce requires 4 core courses. And computer systems track, computer architecture, PSI design, design and analysis of computer algorithms, and advanced OS. And embedded systems concentration, you have computer architecture, microprocessor and embedded systems, the design and analysis of reconfigurable computing systems, and applied DSP. So that's the quick overview of area of study in Mssce and Mssee. Dinesh, are you here?
I am here.
Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen and let's welcome Dr. Dinesh Bhatia, our co-interim department head.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. I apologize. I had a meeting that ran a little late, and by the time I started running from one building to other, but I'm glad I see there are about 11 people that are already online. Welcome to the ECE Department Graduate Program, and welcome to the Graduate Studies. This is going to be a little different from what you have experienced during your undergraduate studies at UTD, but I can assure you, you're going to have absolutely fun experience. This is the graduate program is essentially now taking your general fundamentals that you've learned during your undergraduate and trying to move towards more skilled, more polished way of addressing the problems in various areas. I saw Dr. Lee is already talking about various concentrations that are there. UTD actually has what I will call as one of the widest set of concentration. Please study carefully and look at what interests you most. Within concentration also, you have the ability to sort of shape yourself, chisel yourself into something that you really want to be. I'll give you examples. Some of the areas, I mean, our students have done excellent and they have done excessively well. Graduate program, I understand. Some of you may be looking at opportunities in near future. Our top employers are companies like Intel. Those of you who go into circuits, especially the RF side of the field, one of the big employers for us is Apple. I say very proudly, that is a very niche program for us. And then there are other companies, Qualcomm, definitely Texas Instruments, but those are some of the big employers that will give you some very interesting opportunities. One thing I will say is please make sure that you reach out to the faculty. Faculty is very, very friendly and they want to talk to you. If you get the opportunity to work with somebody in the labs, please make use of that opportunity. And if there is anything that Dr. Lee can do or I can do, please reach out. We'll be more than happy to help you. So with that, welcome to the graduate side of the department. And anytime you want to reach any one of us, email, phone, Teams, please reach out whenever you want. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee. And I will continue to stay online and watch the rest of the presentation. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Dr. Bhatia. So let me just go ahead and share screen again. So let me continue on my slide. So graduate studies at UT Dallas. First of all, you need to know your degree requirements. So your degree requirements are outlined in the graduate catalog. I sent you this the slide in the orientation package, and this underlined text is all clickable link, and it directly go to the that web page or form. So this once you click here, then you can go to graduate catalog. Okay. So basically, the master's degree, your program GPA, the core GPA, overall GPA must be minimum of 3.0 to be eligible to graduate. And once you are fall below 3.0 GPA, it will result in academic probation. And not having an overall 3.0 GPA for 3 consecutive semesters will result in being dismissed from the university. I don't see that will happen in any fast track student, but this is the rule. And you cannot repeat a course more than once, and no more than 3 courses can be repeated. We have a very strict fast track rule, so well before you hit this rule, you have the another gate that you need to go through. So, but once again, I don't really much worry about the fast track students about this, but rule is a rule, so I'd like to just let you know. The ECE Graduate Program Office will conduct audits of your degree plan, and every concentration area has core courses and elective courses. And students are encouraged to take core courses within the first 2 long semesters. Maybe it is challenging for you as a fast track student. You are taking both graduate classes and undergraduate classes. So that may be the things to consider, but as soon as possible, you need to take core courses. Choose your class carefully to maximize learning and graduate on time. Just like Dr. Bhatia mentioned, we have very wide range of the choices of classes and concentrations. So you have a lot of room to explore here and there. And if you want to review the official rule of the university about the graduate program, the link will be giving you all the details about the official rule about the graduate program at UT. For MS EE program and CE program, you have a non-thesis option and thesis option. Vast majority of the fast track students are going through just the non-thesis option. So let me go ahead and explain the non-thesis option. As I mentioned, computer engineering MS program, you have 2 concentration. You need to choose 1 concentration. In this, the Mssce program, a minimum of 30 semester credit hours are required. And out of those 30 semester credit hours, 12 credit hours are core courses, and 12 core credit hours are from CE breadth electives, specifically saying group 1 and group 2. And the remaining 6 credit hours are ECS electives. So what it means by ECS electives are basically you can choose any course in ECS. So the engineering school, and if you're interested in taking a course in biomedical engineering, certainly you can. And it is counted toward your graduation requirement. And you are interested in mechanical engineering, of course, you can take the courses up to 2 courses, 6 semester credit hours, and they are counted toward your graduation. That's what it means by ECS electives. Of course, in CE program, you want to take the other CE courses and count it towards as ECS electives. That's not a problem. It does not have to be from other department at all, but it can be the maximum of 6 credit hours from other department that can be counted toward your graduation. For EE MS program, you have a 5 concentration, as I mentioned. Same minimum of 30 semester credit hours required, and out of 30, EE has 9 semester credit hours of core courses, and 18 semester credit hours are from the other EE elective courses. And you have a choice of 1 course, 3 semester credit hour from any other department in engineering school. For if you choose to have the thesis option, you must have a graduate thesis advisor for individual research. So the first step to go through this thesis option is that you contact the faculty of your research interest and have approval from that faculty that, okay, I will work with you for your master's thesis. So that is the first step that you must have. And then you can have this master's degree with the thesis option. And in that case, once you're in EE, then you need to have 12 semester credit hours of research. And in CE, you must have a 6 semester credit hour of research. So it supersede all these requirements. These are first requirement as a thesis option student. And then it requires a written thesis submitted to the graduate school, and a formal public defense is needed for thesis option. So this is an example of the degree plan. I just show this Mssce Embedded Systems Concentration Degree Plan. As I mentioned, there are 4 core courses here, and CE is a little bit more structured and a little bit more restrictive. So in Group 1, you need to choose 2 out of these courses from Group 1. And Group 2, you need to choose 2 out of these as Group 2. So 4 courses here, 2 courses here, 2 courses here, and then you have the 2 other courses from any department in ECS. Once again, including the ECE. Okay, there are quite the good number of the prerequisites here, and you can see this 5,000 prerequisites, and only 1 5,000 level course is allowed in this degree plan. What it means that is that if you need to take the other 5,000 level courses, more than 2 5,000 level courses, only 1 5,000 level course is counted toward your 30 semester credit hour minimum requirement for graduation. Okay, so that's what it means. Here I show you 2 EE concentration degree plan: circuits concentration on the left and signals and systems concentration on the right. And once again, 3 core courses here and 6 elective courses here. And it clearly says all courses must carry EE prefix. Okay, so you can explore other concentration, or you can stick with this circuits concentration. There are lots of circuits course. You can fill all these the electives with the circuits, or with a minimum of 3 courses, you can still have a circuits concentration, and you want to explore other concentration, certainly you can. Only thing that is restricting is EE prefix. And once again, the ECS elective, just 1 ECS elective is allowed. So any department like mechanical engineering, systems engineering, computer science, or the bioengineering, you can certainly do that. Signals and systems are slightly different from other concentration. The probability, random variables, and statistics is must core course, and these 3 courses you can choose 2 out of 3. And then once again, all these 6 the elective courses, as long as they are EE prefix course, they can be listed here. Of course, 2 can be counted here as a core course, and if you want to take the 3rd one here, certainly you can. Okay. All right. So Fast Track has the very unique guidelines. So even though you went through this application process and you are admitted into Fast Track program, I always encourage you to look at this Fast Track guidelines one more time in each semester. Okay. So fast track programs are highly only for highly qualified academically excellent students. Okay. Surprisingly, there have been a lot of students dropped out of the fast track program. So in several years with this experience, I have seen bipolar distribution. Many the fast track students are doing very good in graduate classes. There are some students, I would say like, up to 1/3 of the fast track students, they struggle, okay? And they are dropped out of the fast track program, okay? Because this strict rule for fast track program, you must maintain a GPA of at least 3.33 overall and at least 3.0 for all graduate courses taken. And you must earn a grade of B or better in all graduate courses. So this is killer. So if you get B minus or lower grade, then you cannot stay in the fast track program. So all those the students who could not continue on the fast track program, it is basically because of the one course they get C grade or one course they get B minus grade, and they are dropped out of the fast track program. So please be sure, don't get me wrong, majority of the fast track students, they do equally well for graduate classes and they are doing very well. So I don't want that this falls into your case that so be very careful not to get any grade lower than B. Okay, otherwise you will be automatically dropped out of the fast track program. Okay. So please be sure to look at these fast track guidelines and understand and be sure to maintain your status. So graduate classes demand a lot more work than undergraduate classes in general, and typically 50% or more workload than undergraduate classes. So we strongly recommend you to register for not more than 2 graduate courses in the first semester. And once you tasted the graduate classes and, in the next semester and, basically you did well in the first semester and you're confident and we have no issue of the registering 3 graduate courses. More than 3 graduate courses is not allowed, okay? If you have a very exceptional case and the legitimate reason for going for 4 graduate courses, then you must have a 3.8 or higher GPA in graduate classes, and you should have the legitimate reason, and we can consider and we can review, and it may be approved, but normally it is not approved. So 3 graduate courses are typical workload for a semester. For fast track students, you're still taking undergraduate classes. So don't underestimate the workload of the undergraduate classes. All right, so here is the course registration instruction for fast track students. So fast track students, it is always before you are matriculated into the master's program or after matriculated into the master's program. Okay, so before you are matriculated into the master program, you are still undergraduate student. Okay, so the ultimate authority of any decision is Associate Dean of Undergraduate Study in Engineering School, that is Dr. Amy Walker. Okay. So before matriculated into the master's program, she is the ultimate authority. Okay. And I advise any graduate matter to her. Okay. But she is ultimate authority because you are still undergraduate student. For course registration before you are matriculated into the master's program, of course you are, all of you are now fall into this. So you need to fill out this petition for undergraduate students to take graduate course form and fill out the degree plan. Okay, look at the degree plan and just plan on your the next semester and the following semesters and what your plan is and how many classes you will take in each semester. Once again, don't write more than 3 graduate courses in one semester, okay? And you need to make an appointment with me to have these two forms reviewed. So this petition form and degree plan reviewed by me. And once I review it and it looks okay, then the signed petition form will be sent to Dr. Amy Walker's office, and Dr. Amy Walker's office staff will register your classes. Regardless it is graduate class or undergraduate class, they will register your courses. Okay. And and all inquiries, including course registration, must go through this undergraduate advising office. Okay. If you look at the petition form here, in the the first line in the form, it says SE and CS, just neglected. Okay, it is for all the majors in engineering school. I don't know why then they don't revise the form, but this form is acceptable. Okay. And use only that fillable form. Okay, we are paperless, and I don't want you to just print it and take a picture of it and then send it to us. Please use the fillable online form. Okay. Once you are matriculated into the master's program, that is typically like after 1 year from now, and you can meet with master's advisors. It is not me, okay? Your master's advisor, you can meet with them for course advising need and degree plan discussion. And then you can sign the course registration form. This is typical registration add drop form, and it is not the fast track form, okay? And it should be sent to ECE grad program at ut.edu for course registration. So you need to meet with your master's advisor, not me, after you are matriculated into the master's program. Once you are matriculated into the master program, you are master students. Okay, so you need to meet with your master's advisor. So here are the faculty advisors for master's program. If you are in EE master's program, Dr. Randall Lehman is your advisor. If your last name started with A to M, and Dr. Hines is your advisor if your last name starts with N to Z. If you are in Mssce computer engineering program and your last name start with A and Q, Dr. Kogan is your advisor, and Dr. Taka is advisor once your last name starts with R and Z. And we have wonderful staffs in our ECE graduate program. Ms. Williams and Ms. Hai are staff members working in our ECE graduate office. So the degree plan, you need to submit 2 times. The first, the degree plan is the first semester degree plan and the final degree plan. So you need to submit the first semester degree plan to me before first semester ends, but there is no reason not to do it before the first semester starts. Okay, so it is strongly recommended in when you submit your petition form for course registration for fall 22. I want you to bring your first semester degree plan with you. Okay, and then you can go ahead and get it started. Well, you fill out all this the courses, the 10 courses in the degree plan, and your estimated the semester of the course taking, but you changed your mind and I don't want to take this class anymore and I want to take that class. Suddenly that can happen. But if any change in degree plan or even concentration, you can change concentration. You do not need to submit a revised degree plan every time. And if necessary, you may consult with your advisor before matriculation. I am your advisor. After matriculation, then there are 4 academic the faculty advisors there, and you can consult with them. Okay, but the degree plan, first semester degree plan, is not a binding contract, so it is rough estimate, and if anything changes, you don't need to turn in degree plan every time. Okay, but just to be sure that you are going with the degree plan. Okay. The second degree plan, you need to submit the final degree plan toward the end of the 1 semester prior to your graduation. This is really important because there is no change anymore after this. So, in this final degree plan, you must carefully look at and you follow all the rules for graduation, so there is no surprise in the graduating semester. Okay. Here are a list of the all the courses in EE program and CE program. So you can look at this list of courses and let me know if you have any questions. All these courses are in person except one course that is TE course. So it does not really apply to you because we don't have any MSTE fast track program. Okay? So all other courses are in-person courses. All right. When you fill out the forms, it's surprisingly that many students don't know how to fill out the electronic form. Okay. So in the orientation package, I included this electronic signature instructions, okay? And most of the cases that you can go with the scenario 4, how do I sign form that does not have a signature field? Just go through this and you can assign electronic signature in the fillable the forms in PDF and those kind of things. Basically, we are operated in paperless mode. So any and all electronic forms you need during your graduate study should be here. So this will be very resourceful. Just click here, then you can find all forms, any forms here for your graduate study. And almost all the information related to the graduate study can be found in ECE Graduate Student Handbook. You can click here, it can bring you to the graduate student handbook page, okay? And the fast track program is a very unique program and it is not shown in the graduate student handbook. So if you have fast track students specific questions, always, you can contact me as your advisor. And once you are matriculated into the master's program, then you can either contact me if you have a very specific question about fast track program, or you need to contact your master's advisor. Again, ECE Graduate Office is operated in paperless mode. No physical copy of any form is accepted, and your form must be submitted by email to this email address. And for any the help is needed, then you can also contact in this email address for assistance. Or as a fast track student, you can always contact me. Okay. I believe I sent this orientation package to all these fast track students. But if you did not receive a package, then just let me know by just writing in chat box or email. Then I will send you. There are some, the more resources that you can find for graduate student graduate programs. This is a generic information that you can find, and the catalog is once again listed here. And ECE graduate program, we have our own social media, Insta and Facebook here. So hope you can join us. And that's basically everything I have for this fast track orientation. So I'd like to stop sharing this screen, and now I open the floor for any questions. Let me first go with chat box if there are any questions here. Ryan said your screen is not shared. Oh, okay. So he said he can see it later. Nolan asks 3.33 overall, including undergraduate courses. No, it is yes, it is including undergraduate courses. Could we retake that course once? Yeah, you can take retake course one more time, but once again, if you get B- or worse, then you are dropped out of the fast track program immediately. So the retaking the course means that, B or better course only. What if I graduate during fall 22 undergraduate? Do I submit final degree plan now? No, this final degree plan is for master's degree, not bachelor's degree. Okay, here is another question. Does the matriculation occur after graduation from an undergraduate program? What are the details regarding matriculation? So your matriculation occurs after your undergraduate undergraduate program graduation, but in the last semester of undergraduate program, you are going through the graduation eligibility check, and Dr. Amy Walker's office will talk with you and that they will instruct you to fill out the matriculation form, and they will guide you through. All right. I think I answered all the questions in the chat box. Now you can turn your microphone on and ask questions if you have any questions.
Hello.
Yes.
So the final degree plan, we submit that while we're already matriculated into the MS, like at our final semester. Okay.
So the final degree plan is the degree plan for master's degree. So that time you are already matriculated into the master's program, and the final degree plan should be submitted one semester before your graduating semester.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, so when you were talking about how, I guess the maximum or recommended number of graduate classes is, at least for our case, is that in combination with undergraduate classes? That is, sorry?
Your voice is kind of sketchy. Can you say it
Okay,
again?
Is it better now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was saying, when you were talking about recommended number of graduate classes, is that in combination with undergraduate classes? So maybe taking 2 graduate classes and 2 undergrad classes, if that makes sense.
It's still spotty, but I think what you say is, this recommended number of graduate classes, it is for just the core classes or elective classes, or I am not quite sure what you're asking because it was pretty spotty. It is combination of graduate classes and undergraduate classes.
Yes, yes. So that is, would your recommendation be maybe taking like 2 graduate classes and 2 undergraduate classes, perhaps?
So 2 graduate classes and 2 undergraduate classes, that is manageable. That is that can be approved. That is not a problem. But 3 graduate classes and 2 undergraduate classes, I think that is not approved typically. Okay, and 1 graduate classes and 3 or 4 undergraduate classes, that is surely approved. Something like that.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question?
I have one final question. So this applies to, I guess, for CE students. Is it okay to perhaps, I guess, consider the degree plan for the master's in CS, or is that not possible?
Fast track
Yeah,
students
fast track.
are very restricted. So if you are admitted into fast track program, like EE fast track program, you cannot go to other CE or CS, something like that at all. Did I answer your question?
Yes. Yes, kind of. So I guess currently, are we all admitted into specific fast track programs already, so we can't pivot to a different program?
Yeah. So fast track program is very, very restricted. So once you are admitted into fast track program for EE, then you need to go with master's program in EE. You cannot go with a master program in CE or master's program in CS. That's not allowed.
Okay, and when you mean admitted, do you mean matriculated or?
No. You are already in the fast track program, right?
Yes.
That's what I mean by admitted into fast track program. So you
Okay.
applied for fast track program in EE, then you are stick with MSEE. So if you are interested in CS, for example, okay, then you cannot use fast track program to go to CS. You need to first finish your undergraduate degree and apply regular application for master's program in CS, something like that.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Any other questions? Anybody else?
I asked the question in chat, but I'll ask it out loud. Once you is there any forms you need to fill out to matriculate into the MS program, or do you just right after you graduate with your undergraduate, you just are immediately an MS student?
Well, there is a form that the Dr. Amy Walker's office will guide you through.
Okay.
In the last semester, the graduating semester for undergraduate program, they will they will have you fill out the form, and they will go through the form, and they sign it, I sign it, and then you are matriculated into the master's program.
Okay, and they'll contact me with that once they know I'm graduating, or do I have to go ask them about it?
I believe they contact you because once you apply for graduation, then they will immediately know, and they know you are the fast track student, and they
Okay.
contact you. But I don't know the details because I am not in that office.
Okay.
But
Okay, thank you.
so far, I have never received any inquiry about that kind of a thing.
Okay.
So I believe it is just automatic.
Okay, thank you.
Any other question from anybody else? Well, if there is no other questions, let me just stop recording here.